Erigwana vin Joromi, Omigyo, Erigwana vin Joromi, Omigyo, vin vagbone Joromi, Omigyo, Eimiuguriye Joromi, Omigyo, Joromio, Omigyo. Tohyo, ya, bo. A long time ago, there lived a man and his wife. They had 2 sons. The older son was called Ekpofi, and the younger one was named Joromi. Although Ekpofi was the older child, he was physically weaker than Joromi, his brother. His body was always covered in sores due to various illnesses. This was why he was called Ekpofi, meaning a sack of sores. However, Ekpofi had supernatural powers. He could use these powers to change himself into any animal or insect. As for Joromi, he was very smart and athletic. He outran his mates in their racing contests. He threw down all his opponents in wrestling contests. Before long, he challenged even older men from far and near to wrestling contests. He won all contests, and there was not a single time he lost a wrestling bout. Young men composed praise songs in his name, singing, Joromi, Omigyo. But Joromi himself soon became bored with all these praises. He wanted more challenges. He felt that he was the best wrestler among the humans and wished he could fight with the spirits in the jungle. When his parents heard this from him, they became afraid. Their son was so active and restless that they were afraid that he might come to some harm someday if care was not taken. There was an Udinologa, a very tall palm tree behind their hut. In fact, the palm tree was so tall that its crown was always hidden in the clouds. Nobody dared to ever climb the tree because people thought that it was the playground for spirits in the skies. Each day, as Joromi's parents went to their farm, they asked Ekpofi to look after Joromi. They particularly warned Joromi not to climb Udinologa. Yeah. Why not? Asked Joromi, curious. Because, explained his mother, it is rumored that spirits and monsters live in the crown of the tree. Then I would like to go and wrestle with the spirits, Joromi shouted, clapping his hands in excitement. Keep quiet, son, and do as you are told, bellowed his father. Do not let me see you near that tree. Not wanting his parents' anger, Joromi quickly said, all right, I promise not to climb that palm tree. Good, said his mother. Ekpofi, my son, take care of your brother. Neither of you should climb the tree. Your lunch is in the pot in the fireplace. Be good children. Goodbye, baba, bye-bye, bye, chorused Ekpofi and Joromi. A few moments later, Joromi went stealthily to the Udinologa and started to climb. He climbed up effortlessly, even without the aid of climbing ropes. He was having great fun climbing. Suddenly, Ekpofi noticed that the house was quiet. He ran as fast as his sores could permit him. By the time he came out through the back door of their hut, Joromi was already halfway up the tree. Hey, Joromi, have you forgotten what our parents said? It is taboo to climb the Udinologa. Come down at once. Joromi quickly climbed down and begged Ekpofi not to tell their parents of his climb. The next day, their parents went to work on their farm again with the same warning. However, after the parents left, Joromi noticed that Ekpofi took a nap after a heavy breakfast of akara and ogi. So he ran to the tree, and in a twinkle of an eye, Joromi was at the top of the tree. He stood on the crest of the tree, shaded by some palm leaves. What he saw greatly amazed him. His eyes and his mouth opened wide in admiration. His muscles twitched as he watched what looked like a pack of alien beings and monsters in exciting wrestling bouts. Could this be the spirits his parents warned him against? Some with 2 heads, 3 heads, 4 heads, 5 heads, 6 heads, and even 7 heads. Their looks did not frighten Joromi at all. All that mattered to him was just the wrestling that was going on. As he got ready to jump into their midst, he heard a voice. It was Ekpofi, his brother, shouting at him to come back. Joromi, have you forgotten what our parents said? It is a taboo to climb the Udinologa. Come down at once. Joromi came to his senses. He remembered where he was and he quickly climbed down. Again, he begged his brother not to tell. In return, he told Ekpofi what he saw on his adventure on top of the palm tree. The next time that the parents wanted to go to the farm, they not only warned Ekpofi and Joromi against climbing the tree, they gave Joromi tasks to do. A short while later, Joromi finished his sweeping task. This time, he did not wait for his brother Ekpofi to fall asleep. He plugged his ears with some cotton from the silk cotton tree nearby so that he would not hear his brother calling him to come down from the tree. Without wasting time, he started to climb the tree. Fia, 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 up and up he went. Hey, Gyomi, oh, Ekpofi called and called. He rushed to the backyard. There he saw Joromi almost at the top of the tree. He cupped his mouth with his hands and shouted up at him, Joromi, have you forgotten what our parents said? It is taboo to climb the Udinologa. Come down at once. Joromi's ears were plugged with cotton wool, so he did not hear Ekpofi. He got to the top of the tree. The spirits were wrestling again. Joromi twitched with excitement. Without any reflection, he took a dive and badam! He landed in their midst. Immediately, the drumming and clapping and singing by the spirits stopped. The wrestlers stopped wrestling. They gathered around Joromi, wondering how strange he was with just 1 head. Who are you and what do you want here? Asked their leader. Joromi was not bothered. He wasn't frightened at all. He said, I'm Joromi. I came from the earth where I am the wrestling champion. I've conquered every wrestler there. I have come here to challenge you monsters to wrestling bouts. All the spirits gave hearty laughter. Again, their leader stepped forward and said, we are ready to accept your challenge. If you win, we will accept you as our champion. But if you lose, then you will not go back to the earth. Agreed, shouted Joromi, his eyes shining with excitement. When Joromi did not come down, Ekpofi, his brother, was afraid that his brother would come to some harm. He quickly changed himself into a dragonfly and zoom! The fly was on top of the tree. There he saw the spirits and his brother wrestling with the spirit. He flew to the back of the leaf and sang to his brother, Egiguana ve Joromi, omi gyo ve vagbone gyomi, omi gyo imi oguriye Joromi o, omi gyo, meaning don't fight with the spirits. Don't wrestle with the spirits. You've done it on earth and you won. Why are you going to the spirits to fight? Bere means come back home. But Joromi had nothing and started to fight with the monsters. That is the end of part 1. I will be posting part 2 very soon. In the meantime, do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel for more African legends. Wahiawese o, meaning thank you all and bye for now.